had a lot of discussions about the Lunox Harris, some getting a little bit heated in this discussion. But, man, I don't know, me personally, I'm on the side of Harith. I feel like the Harith does do better overall in the game, early to late. But the Lunox definitely has a way to deal damage. The Lunox definitely has a way to stop the Harith. Btr Mpl are playing with a lot of big dive though. This is a lot of distractions that could keep the Lunox at bay.
A lot of questions right here. As the pot boils, we enter the land of dawn. The opening match of week number 3, day number 2. It's Geek Fam against Btr Mpl. Will the Geeks again be the kryptonites of the Red Robots?
Red Robots looking to keep their record flawless. Ooh. And Geek Fam, they will try to dethrone the top.
Oh man, it's a Terizla Rome.
Wait,
from
Rome?
Beloyski. I definitely thought it was going to be the Edith in Rome, Terizla XP.
Wow.
That's usually what we expect. But hey, I knew that Edith was going to go XP. I thought Minotaur was going to be the key. They end up going for Terizla.
Wow.
What this gives towards the side of Geek Fam is the fact that at least in the mid lane, though they won't clearly win in the clear, they win out in this matchup, definitely. Right? The Jawhead cannot go head-to-head against a Terizla in trades, and you can see level 1. Oh, Chidera.
With the smart missiles
Whoa.
and flicker as well, invested.
Oh.
And Chidera will go down. Now Vincent looking for a trade, but intelligent ejector to safety.
Oh, Vincent.
But Shadow does not connect though. Super Ken is
Oh my
level
God.
4, but the damage is enough to take Vincent down. 2 early kills from the Red Robots.
This is the big problem that I was saying in the draft. Btr Mpl have so much kill pressure in the early game. The fact that Geek Fam still decided to take the risk by picking up the Lunox in the gold lane that yes, can win in the matchup, but is very, very vulnerable to these. Oh my God!
Now with the shadow kill, Chidera can't even farm.
My goodness. This Lunox just rendered immobile in the first 2 minutes, I guess. And, you know, Chidera was just coming up back and now the onwards.
Yeah, they're looking for a cross-trap play here with Super Luke pressured.
Oh, wow.
And he will fall despite him using the flicker. Now Beloyski though, with the Terizla Rome, ladies and gentlemen, still trying to create the same impact here. But again, Jawhead, very, very strong that early, right? Level 1, level 2, and Geek Fam, they're first on that turtle.
At least they reply back with a kill towards Vincent and also the turtle. So at least they will try to stem the bleeding, getting that objective and also a kill. And as we take a look at the talent predictions by the new application, Go Pay, we do see it's a unanimous decision for Btr Mpl.
I like what I'm seeing, man. Hey, someone's calling me. This is not a curse.
It's not a curse.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Got a little bit distracted there by the call out. Let's talk about the emblems here because, man, the fact that Chidera went for the lethal ignition shows me at least that he's very confident. Key? Okay, no, there's not going to be a fight, but yeah, very confident in the skirmishing potential that he has and in the early game and in the matchup. Boy! Oh, force back already, man.
He does not trigger the shadow kill.
So much kill pressure coming in from Btr Mpl, and Geek Fam feels like they can't really peel from this cop.
Onwards, onwards, Super Ken, no quad shadow! They exploit that resource now. He flickers out. Super Luke here from the flanks. Slowed it down. The damage will not come through just yet. Super Luke, final slash cancelled as Vincent secures it. Good recovery by the Geeks.
A positive point we can point out from Geek Fam is whenever they are under that kill threat, they're looking to just make a play. Chidera, he's gonna pop the Brilliance Order, but he's gonna be fine. So for Geek Fam at least, they will try to tip the scales a little bit more. Btr Mpl can't really be content yet with their lead.
Great response, right? The fact that Btr Mpl got a massive lead at the start and then Geek Fam were just able to catch Super Ken shows you that the Hayabusa is still very vulnerable. The pick-off potential of what we see from Geek Fam on Gobs, the Edith, that's a massive playmaker too. I do want to talk a little bit about that lethal ignition choice though for Chidera. Now it does put Geek Fam in a position where they need to start playing, at least for Chidera to get his item power spikes, because if he doesn't get snowballed or if he doesn't scale properly, this lethal ignition will end up being quite useless. And I think Btr Mpl, they have many ways to actually tackle the problem right now up against Geek Fam. They can go for the contest in the neutral objectives, they are set up to do so, coming in from the second turtle onwards with their composition, but they can also just trade it out, go into the other side, or they could ignore it, wait for some of these big power spikes to hit, because in the mid-game, Btr Mpl should be comfortable actually playing with their own power spikes, right? They have enough burst, and it does seem like for Geek Fam, they will take that turtle. Bigatron He's playing it safe. Ejector.
On towards Maloyski. Oh, the Frigid Glacier will not connect, as well as that final slash. A lot of resource spent already, so expect Bigatron not invading more on towards fights.
At least Bigatron Alpha, they're able to get their hands on their items. Hunter Strike for Super Ken, Iman already having that Stardom Sight, and of course Moreno, glowing wand, but we will take a break for a brief moment. We have a pause going on, and it kind of is a paradox because in the first few minutes, Bigatron Alpha was everywhere. In the faces of Geek Fam, they were getting the kills back-to-back against Chadera. In under a minute, they're able to get those 2 kills against Chadera. But the way Geek Fam were able to respond in a cross-map play, they're getting the kills, they're getting the objectives as well, and just trying to stabilize this, wound that they have is actually a very, very good point.
Yeah, playing towards their...
Thanks to Dainang, heralding
Moreno died.
resume... Or rather, the continuation of this game, and yeah, Key, or rather Moreno also died there in that process. We didn't take a look at that, but now, a concern that I have is how will Geek Fam peel from the kill threat of Bigatron, because they have this, Beloyski, Terizla, roam, sure, it has the penalty zone for setup, but again, you can't really peel for your backline when Bigatron comes hunting for you.
Well, I think what's great about Geek Fam is the fact that they don't have a backline. This is a front-to-back composition that actually wants to play in a dive manner, right? We got a Avionic streamer here. Shoutouts to Bullock, who's re-streaming, I believe, here.
Yeah.
But yeah, for Geek Fam, they can stay in place. The thing is, Bigatron Alpha definitely have an advantage when it comes to mobility. They can go back and forth. Chadera, forced back.
That's almost a structure taken down.
Whoa.
Gentleman Force there to really zone him out, though. Vincent here looking for the flanks. Finds the right angle. Iman with the jukes as well. Smooth operator, but 1-for-1. Now on the backside is actually Vincent to look in for an escape. He's low as the Sloop finds a shutdown. Now he will be the trade as he dominates descent, and Gobs there is in the vicinity. Oh, Super Luke trying to cancel out the recalls. Super Ken and Moreno is in the vicinity as well, but they will not engage more. And that will be all.
Iman brings one down with him to his grave, and that is an important kill to Chadera, just scampering and halting his progress as this game goes on, but it's still in the hands of Bigatron now. Gob's the only one to fend it.
This is the strength of Bigatron Alpha, the maneuverability. We mentioned it just earlier before we got back into the game. Bigatron Alpha can actually utilize their mobility to play around Geek Fam, outmaneuver them. That's how they can get their winning condition on for the mid game. Geek Fam, like I said, it's more of a front-to-back composition that stays in place, but all of them can dive. They don't have a real backline below.
Nope. Forced and actually invested the penalty zone, and he will be the leader now with the Sound Force in the backside. Moreno very low, still survives with the cover of Iman, and that will be a 1-for-1 here. Gobs for Key.
So far, so good though for Geek Fam. Bigatron Alpha, that was a better trade for them. They got a roam for an XP trade. But up top, you can see that the Lunox is slowly but surely utilizing the distractions of Geek Fam to get to his item power spike. Glowing Wand already, building up to the second. Meanwhile, for the Harith, already with the Feather of Heaven, really quick from Iman. Those 2 kills helping him out to get that power spike. Once the Lord comes in, this Bigatron comp, if they are able to still utilize that mobility, will definitely be scary because Geek Fam, you saw it earlier too. They are very... they want to throw out their resources, and if Bigatron can bait those resources out and then go for a re-engage, Geek Fam are very reliant on those big skills. Key.
Oh, looking for an unstoppable force. Ejector on towards Gobs here. Oh, Primal Wrath and the penalty zone on towards 3. The damage zone will not be there as Maloyski will fall. And now with a man up here, Bigatron, they should take the river control.
Yeah, and Geek Fam looking for a clash happening up in the middle lane. Oh, Super Cat!
Oh, with Shadow Kill as well. 2 members. Oh! It will connect on towards a boy, and he will fall. That's another momentum built by Bigatron. Oh, they want to go more here, but no angles there.
Again, the kill threat is so prevalent in the hands of Bigatron Alpha. Key looking for an ejector.
Chadera. Oh, there are brilliance, no more. Now Bigatron, they find another 1-by-1 Geek Fam. They have been taken down.
Why are Geek Fam playing to Bigatron Alpha's game?
What?
They should know that Bigatron do well when they're isolated. The fact that 2 members were taken out already earlier, Chadera should have never walked up and he got punished for it.
Let's see here. Lord will... They will take no rush. Oh, good ejector onto Roger. Vincent falls, no retribution. Now Beloyski receiving a lot of damage, taken down as Amon picks up the double. This will be the green light for Bigatron to find the Lord.
Bigatron, they're snowballing into this death ball that is unstoppable almost by Geek Fam. They're able to at least try to respond to what Bigatron wants to do, but again, losing out on the Kalash is key again. So unstoppable with the movements and the ejectors he's looking for. As they also take control of that purple buff as well. Geek Fam losing in all departments.
He is such a crafty fella, right? So creative around the map, just playing in these bushes that you wouldn't expect the Jawhead to be in, and then suddenly you just get ejected. You get caught by the Frigid Glacier. The combo from Bigatron and the pickoff still very, very scary, and you can see that from Geek Fam. But Geek Fam, really, I feel like a lot of these engages from Bigatron, pickoffs could have been avoided if they respected Bigatron Alpha more. The fact that they were still hovering over, despite being a man down, is strange. And now Bigatron have the Lord. They can definitely look for a big team fight. It's a big power spike, 3.7k gold lead in the timing that they would already get that power spike in. Eman has built up the Holy Crystal. This is insane. Good ejector.
On towards Boloy. Shaman of Force now popped as well. Oh, penalty zone, no follow-up. Just tanking for no reason now on the backside. It's actually Vincent Knox with the flank throw shadow kill. And Amon deals damage now with this double kill by Super Luke. Bigatron still stands with 5.
Perfect Glacier freezing the players of Geek Fam to death. And now the base wide open. The crystal in their eyes, but the minion wave isn't there yet. So Bigatron, they want to overstay their welcome and maybe look for another engage down bottom.
This base turret with the first Lord is ridiculous stuff. 7.5k gold lead in an instant before the Lord. Again, just utilizing the mistakes from Geek Fam, walking up when their composition relies heavily on them being very together, as Gideon would put it, right? You need to be very together. Geek Fam, you need to play for the front to back. If they get isolated, if they lose out on one member, they should not walk up, because just one member missing from this composition gives Bigatron such a massive advantage.
Oh. And now Geek Fam, it feels like they're waiting for their imminent death, but for Bigatron Alpha dancing around their graveyards, just being so prevalent in the jungle, and the final slash
will force the Beloy to use that flicker defensively. Now they will contest this orange buff, and now Geek Fam, they will concede another win. And again, we talked about how he's impacting that mid game if he was behind. There you go. He's just isolating players and winning lanes.
It's a painful encounter this time around. Super Luke again expends the final slash, just styling on his ex-teammate. And this time X's do hurt a lot.
You know, in Mpl Indo, the X's haven't, well, the X's have been doing a good job.
True.
Teams who these X's have left, some reason they can't get a hold on their ex-players, man. It happened to Evos. It happens to everyone. Even Geek Fam against Nile. And now it's going to happen with Luke too? Oh.
They need to move on, man.
They need to move on. Let's take a look at the items. Roam boots. Wow, to add in more healing for Eman there. Gets it. And like I said, that Holy Crystal, after this, he can actually go for more of a defensive build, and he does. Respecting the damage that could come through from Chidera and Gobs. Those are the two members that can actually prove to be a threat to the Harith. Meanwhile, if we take a look at the others, man, Super kind of snowballed as well. Already Endless and the Melted Roar. Bigatron. Free Lord.
Flicker final slash by Super Luke will collapse. He fights. Now Beloyski will receive a lot of damage. Super Luke falls first. Loses immortality though, but Beloy will fall. Now a boy in trouble. Will try to recall, but no. He will not find a better position against Super Ken. Will try to assassinate the members of Geek Fam one by one. But no, Vincent claims a double. And by side shadow kill. Perfectly timed. But the Order of Brilliance finds its mark. Now Vincent looking for a trade on to his Moreno. No resources here, but what a fight.
A team fight that was supposed to be Bigatron's fight to lose. They end up losing as well, and Geek Fam, they stabilize everything with Vincent and Tiberano. Moreno!
Oh no, miscalculating. The passive is there, good freeze, but the damage will not come through as Vincent. Leonardo da Vincent finds the shutdown.
Leonardo da Vincent, the artist at work. That 7,000 gold lead with those big shutdowns going to Geek Fam, going to Vincent mainly. This is the time for Geek Fam to actually turn the game around. This is something that has been happening for Geek Fam time and time again, even against Fnatic Onic yesterday. And man, we gotta highlight the mistake from Btr Alpha. They got the Lord. They could have gone and recalled and played with the Lord, but the fact that they wanted to utilize that gold lead, wanted to end the game quick, it ended up being Geek Fam's fight to win. Though it was still well played, man. It wasn't just Btr Alpha making a mistake. The fact that Geek Fam were able to utilize the resource baiting of Btr Alpha to bait Btr Alpha's resources too. They thought ahead against Btr Alpha in that team fight, and then they were able to win out in those skirmishes. Chidera waiting in the bush and then popping the Brilliance was phenomenal stuff, baiting out Super Ken. And even the responses to Key, to Luke getting a big final slash, they were so composed, still very chill. And now Geek Fam are closer to get their item, Power Spike. Chidera is going to be big as he finishes up the Holy Crystal that he's building up to. Already has a Divine Glaive and the Bloodwings. So in terms of survivability, he should be good too. Has the Brilliance, has the Bloodwings. I'm looking at Eman now, and he does already, oh wow, Oracle and Radiant. So he's actually already gotten the answer to the questions that should be thrown out in the air by Geek Fam with Chidera, Aboy, and Gobs. Let's just hope that it will be enough for Eman, because it's actually kind of a gamble to build two defensive items like that, stacking it up when you're in the lead. You expect more damage items definitely from Eman, even a Divine Glaive, because Aloy and Gobs are not squishy really. You would need the Divine Glaive still.
It was fight or flight mode for Eman. This time around he's trying to enter that flight mode with the two defensive items he has, the Radiance and also that Oracle, maybe just wanting that extra tankiness to not be able to be bursted down by Geek Fam and Chidera. That was actually an impressive move he made. The 1v1 against Super Ken, waiting until the final moment to pop the Brilliance. And this time, Geek Fam, it feels like for the very first moment when this game started, they have a momentum to swing it around. Key, ejector.
On towards one. Voloisky now will force to use the trigger. The Winter Crown. What? Super Ken finds a flank in the backside. With that kill, it's going to be 5v4 now. Gobs with immortality. Vincent again in the backside. Finds one, finds two with the help of a boy. Vincent will get shadow killed. Has the immortality. Will he buy time? No. Super Ken. Early kill finds the shutdown. It's a 3-4-2 for the Red Terminators.
Again, Super Key with the ejector, getting that engage first, and now they look for the base from Btr Alpha.
Good decision. A boy doesn't have the Dominator's Ascent.
See, Purify early till. Oh, good displays there by a boy now. They're looking for the clear. Chidera focused down on the minion and the backside. A boy finds Super Ken. Luke will lose his mortality with the Dominator's Ascent. He's low though. Oh, Voloisky does not have the flicker to find the engage. But Super Luke here. Oh, it's classic Beloy and Super Luke. They were ex-teammates, but Super Luke this time will escape.
BBB, big brain Beloy. Classic Beloyski, but still, thank to a boy. Btr, they're able to just be pushed back from the base, and now the Lord in their eyes. They want to start it up. Vincent is here.
Yeah, they know Super Ken is still down. Geek Fam trying to blitz this Lord. Btr, they're trying to stall. Let's see who gets it. It's Gobs! The rookie finds the jungle. And now Btr, they will try to deal damage with them on in the fray. But Vincent comes in Wolf for roar. Finds one, finds two. Beloy picks up the double.
My goodness, the war crime general pays for his sins, and now he leads the charge on trying to topple down the red robot. Shadow kill by Super Ken.
What? The damage will be enough, but the reinforcements by the Geeks, they were able to hack the AI.
Miracle workers, Geek Fam. Always under so much gold, it doesn't matter.
One by one, Btr members fall and Geek Fam, they slide first in this best of three.
Lane, they can actually force out a lot of these skirmishes early to make Btr lose out in the early game, which is still the game that they want to play. Their winning condition that they want to play for.
And what is Beatrix gonna do? Nibiru on towards the Vengeance Thamas.
He's gonna Wesker that Vengeance. Boom!
Wow.
Oh man. Btr Alpha, let's see how they do this time. They can still try to out-execute Geek Fam, but this, in my opinion, is an advantage for Geek Fam in the drafts.
Yeah. Draft favors Geek Fam, but will fate and fortune favor them again as they take their chances into trying to topple down the Flawless team, the Kryptonite. Geek Fam aiming for that 2-0. It is again back in the land of Dawn. Geek Fam against a Bigatron Alpha.
Looking to make that flawless record tainted. Geek Fam, will they finish the job? Or will Bigatron actually force a game numero 3?
Ooh, I want to point out instantly here, start of the game, Chidera has gone for the safer route, actually with a leather jerkin start, not the dagger, not what we usually see, not even boots, right? So it's leather jerkin, purely playing for the mid game, I believe here. Key already helping Supercan out. Trying to look at the other emblems. It does seem like for the most part it is normal. Edith gonna go Warcry too, by the way, so a little bit more of that team fighting pressure. Maybe Luke wants to try to carry the game in the mid game here. Unlike usually, where he just plays to enable the team.
Yeah. Getting the Warcry stacks can really add the damage of Edith, and also just spam away the abilities when it comes to the team fights. And now Key Flicker.
Oh, Purify early. Beloy though will be in the front side of the formation, but he's a-okay, he's a Ruby. This is what I mean, right? A lot of close quarter, melee range, and Ruby will have value against the formation of BTR.
Yeah, an ambitious effort coming in from Key to really just flicker, eject a boy. But thankfully, he has to purify, so it's all still good in the hood.
It's all good. It's all chill. Does seem like for both teams, they actually want to take it chill, right? Geek Fan definitely having more control here. Key? This is why the damage is so impressive.
Good stun, Vincent though. He smells blood. Am I right now? Level 3 will find the mark now. Good first blood. Oh, good cancellation there. Beloyski though will fall. That's a trade. A roamer for the mid.
Worth it for Geek Fam. It's a good trade over from them. They shut down Moreno. They stop him from hitting level 4. A boy should have that advantage now as he gets level 4 first, up top even. Chidera with a leather jerkin, really forcing him on to take the lane to clear, just clear. He can't really go for trades, not yet.
Yeah, and now Turtle in the hands of Geek Fam. Key looking to just screen for his team. And now the ejector might come soon, but Gops, look at him.
Wolski, Turtle, very, very interesting. But yeah, I mean, Geek Fam still holding on and they have more control on the map.
Yeah, the pull yourself together, by the way, from Beloyski. So he's looking to make plays around the map, boys. It's just like yesterday when he flickered over, found Sans' position. This guy has a third eye for the map. We call it map hacks usually, but Beloy does it in a way where he doesn't use a third-party app. Audience prediction.
Oh, 72% for Geek Fam. Hey,
that's surprising because the casters were 100% for BTR.
Yeah, especially you. And now for Beloyski.
That's true.
Of course, just shadowing his laner. And this is the early game prowess that the Ruby has, especially with the pull come level 4. And Key just, again, trying to exert his pressure in the side lanes, just being so prevalent everywhere, looking for an ejector or maybe a pick-off that can really help because the follow-up is there from Bigatron. You have the Ling that could really just come in, but the ejector...
Good ejector on towards Beloy, Flicker, and I'm offended. Thomas the blade though will make him low. Now at the round 4 is Dobbs, soaking a lot of damage as well as bouncing damage. He will find one as well now. Oh, they will engage more. A boy very low. Needs to repo and he falls alongside Dobbs. That's a good re-engage and recovery, Vincent. Looking to assassinate Super Luke here. Wow. No, good onwards. And good, again, recovery by the red robots.
A lot of alley-oops, and Geek Fam, they kind of overstayed their welcome. It was so good for them having killed a Super Cat in that process, but they did not want to retreat. They still wanted more, and they bit off more than they can chew.
That's a risk they took, though. He still able to escape, trying to delay that ejector. Fam is forcing the fight out. He should still be able to escape, and there he goes. But yeah, Bigatron Alpha able to retaliate there. Fighting back, getting a few picks, and it all was on the back of Luke. And also Vincent definitely overextending and miscalculating his damage towards Luke. He needs to respect the Edith.
I'm offended on towards one. Good airborne, but now Super Luke actually no backup whatsoever, and he will fall. A Geek Fam securing the new tier maybe comfortably, but Super Ken is in there. Looking for a fight, comes with the blade. He finds one, now Gob's stuck. Netherrealm is saving a lot of members.
Good stuff again, Eman.
Needs to be careful here. Vincent has the firepower, but with the flicker, Eman finds the outplay and the double.
Yo, Vincent, 2 times now that has happened. the miscalculation. I mean, I get it, you can burst the Beatrix. At least, right, it wasn't an Edith attempt again. But the Beatrix has Flicker. I don't think Geek Fam... I think Geek Fam knew that he still had Flicker anyway, so... Two big mistakes from Vincent here. He definitely needs to calculate his damage a bit more. He's only on the Heptaseed, so it's not that instant kill button. Not yet.
Yeah, unable to burst yet, and calculations coming in from Vincent, who hasn't been getting off the charts as well. So Vincent with the Nolan, with the 2 kills, unable to really roll it away. Vincent again under threat, but Chidera is quick on the backup. Aloyski is there.
Yep, with a conceal earlier, Aloyski finds the range. Flicker though by Super Luke. Now Moreno and Key in the fray. Dominance Descent popped as well. Gobbs finds another angle, does not commit it. And it will be both teams just trading punches in the air.
Oh, good escapes by Geek Fam. And actually, Geek Fam ended up winning that skirmish. I would say in terms of resources, they were able to beat Super Luke with the Flicker. He no longer has that instant pickoff button anymore, so it's going to be more of a reactive Edith as we get into that second or final turtle. Bigatron playing up top. Top of force on towards Chidera. Purified Force now good. Crowd control there by Aloyski. Another round pops. Gobbs jumps in to battle. Now with the all popped as well, he will try to survival try to escape as he will make it. And Geek Fam failed again on the assassination.
Ooh, he lives with a sliver of HP. And the Netherrealm proving to be so good against the threat that is Geek Fam. They have so much control as well, so much damage in the Netherrealm. Time and time again, able to save the players of Bigatron Alpha, even Key almost losing his life there. But Geek Fam, they shift their focus on the objective.
Seems Bigatron don't even care about his objective. Never mind, Key walks up.
See here with the smart Mpl souls and as well as the top of a force. Good pull. Vincent finds the mute. Now comes the blade pops as well. And Mon falls first. Aloyski will be the trade as Super Ken fails to find a boy. It's a 1-for-2 here favoring BTR, but Geek Fam, they claim the mute.
Yeah, I'm not too sure who to give the win to with that new Geek Fam. They're able to clear out the mid lane too, but Bigatron definitely are able to equalize the turtle take by Geek Fam, at least with the 2 kills, right? It was on Beloy and Gobbs. Good job at baiting out the Vengeance, but Iman not able to read Beloyski's movements. This is why Beloyski decided to go for the pull yourself together. He knows that he's just so crafty, so hidden. He knows he has that big brain advantage, so he can find Iman even, who is considered to be the most intelligent gold lane, who usually knows what's coming.
One of the safest as well, and he overstepped, and Geek Fam was able to really pounce at him. And now, the player's gold, Super Ken having that 6k lead, but Key looking to assassinate Aloyski.
Wow. See here in the backside though. Another realm already triggered, that's heavy info. Now Key being the main target here, Dominator's Descent invested as well to shut Key down. That's a lot of bounty onto Chidera.
Yeah, they expended so much resource as well to just kill Key. And now they might be ready for round 2, but Bigatron hiding in the bush. Gobbs might be the next target, but he won't just give himself yet.
Look at him on with the Wesker. Just waiting in the bush for anyone to open it up. For both teams, really, there's no reason to go for skirmishes just yet. I'll actually say it definitely gives... It's better for Bigatron Alpha to look for these skirmishes when the neutral objective's not up. Beloy up top, doesn't have the flicker just yet, 2 seconds.
Yeah, with the, on the defender connects, Super Luke trying to cover with the flicker. Oh my goodness, Super Luke finds one. Now in the backside, Gobbs ejected, very low, will die because of the turret. Slight miscalculation there. Now Bigatron looks for the collapse. A boy Chidera, no peel whatsoever. DD spent, and Bigatron, they will stay on the discipline route.
Misplays galore this time around. Geek Fam, after that one misplay, they end up conceding the Lord. Bigatron Alpha, they turn things around after one ambitious attempt coming in from Beloyski to assassinate Iman, and now Vincent, 1v1 assassins.
Energy is there, the damage will come through. Sign still delivered. Vincent goes down.
The big problem now for Geek Fam is what happens when Vincent doesn't get the Roger Moreno with a flank.
My goodness. Good pull as well. Oh, the Purify perfectly timed to escape from that 2v1. Now in the mid, Bigatron, they will not engage more as they have the Lord. So close. Ejector onto his Aloyski. The damage will come through now. Killing spree for Super Ken here in the bottom side of the map though. It will actually be Bigatron not pressuring the bottom side. They will though get the outer and the inner turret.
Yeah, the Lord Thankfully, able to be scampered away and destroyed. Now Geek Fam, they're hanging on a loose thread. As Bigatron, they are much more confident now, having their power spikes as well. The items all secured. Super Ken was punished in that early game, but now he is an absolute threat into the existence of the players of Geek Fam. Vincent also not in a strong position to really hold this Nolan and Key with the Radiant Armor. And now we have a game fact by the new application GoPay. Btr has been a man's most picked hero since his debut in MPL PH Season 8 with 39 picks and a 61.54% win rate. So that's positive.
Yeah, you definitely need to, well, especially when you think of Iman, you definitely think of Btr, right? This was the hero that he used to actually get the Grand Finals win as well in MSC 2022 against Arakihoshi 4-0. Got the MVP, got the dub on the Btr too. The most complete Btr is what KB used to call him. And the Sky Piercer build with a BOD. And also still, look at that. Still with the green roaming boots. As we get into like again, like after 8 minutes, he decides to buy it still. So playing with a bit more sustain, I believe. I'm definitely gonna have to ask him why he goes for green boots.
Aloy, that's a good pull onto a Super Luke. He though with the flanks, he finds Dobbs. Mentions Pata and the ult as well, trying to soak in damage. Volsky now to peel in the backside, and Super Ken finding the assassination, finds the double. And they will close on towards a boy. He will find the triple with the shutdown as well. Tadera, alley-oop by Key, and it's a wipeout.
Oh my goodness, Super Ken, super clean in that execution, and Iman is just chills in the base of Geek Fam, looking to cut the waves as the bottom wave is pushing up. Geek Fam on the edge of defeat, but they will respawn soon.
I don't think they can end. Not yet. Btr Alpha will not be able to end. Iman gets it with a nature. But man, even then, when Super Luke was the one getting caught, like I said, right, it makes more sense for Bigatron to be the ones looking for fights, looking for pickoffs before the neutral objectives. Geek Fam should actually be the ones playing for the neutral objectives with their compositions. Beloy went for a pickoff once. That one, it was a bit more okay because technically, you know, you got him under the turret. That should have been a win for Geek Fam, but Bigatron just played it way better. Really good resource management from Bigatron and really good composure to react to the play. But yeah, I think the first mistake from Geek Fam was the fact that Beloy went for the pickoff up top earlier. Remember? The one that kind of gave Bigatron Alpha a big swing back to their favor. And now that Bigatron have a 6,000 gold lead, it's just them playing with that power spike, playing with the snowball that they've built through a mistake from Geek Fam. And Vincent, if he wasn't able to burst anyone in the early game, now it's going to be even tougher with Iman getting the win of nature. Because Iman is the only target you can go for. And even then, with a win of nature, with a Nether Realm, I don't see how Vincent will assassinate him. He's going to have to come in at the very last second to execute some of these members.
Yeah, waiting for such low HP thresholds. And Iman also going for that bursty type of build, having that Sky Piercer and the BOD ready, waiting in the wings. And now the base under siege. Shadera has the Widow Nature, maybe might assist him.
For game 3, another good knock-up as well. Geek Fam, they're trying to defend this Lord here. Bigatron still stands with 5. Vincent and friends, can they do it? They will take care of the Lord. Another round here, popped. But the snipe from Iman finds its mark. Now Gobbs soaking a lot of damage. Super Luke very low as Gobbs will finish the job. Gobbs though will be the trade. As now Vincent and Tadera will try to survive, but the Tempest of Blade by Super Ken was huge. Base wide open. Welcome to